Cancer in a can.
Sugar water.
It's sugar free. It's sugar free. I'm living the healthy lifestyle since over a year now.
Since you got back from the US?
No, since last year. Since like Christmas 2022.
Nice. So, who's gonna introduce him?
What, you guys don't know who he is yet?
Nope.
Isn't the can enough?
Drinks Red Bull by the case.
Let's give the people another hint. Wait.
This is so disgusting. I love it. Mouth sounds. You should start one of those ASMR channels.
We got Martin Huber on the show today.
This is going to be fun.
And Albert's here somewhere too.
Yeah, good evening. Hi,
Lost in
guys.
transition.
Servus, Martin.
Hello. What's up, people?
So, what's everybody doing this week in the shop? Martin was a little bit late. What were you working on?
Yeah, I'm going to the US again next week on Tuesday. So it's gonna be a busy time. Until then, I have to finish like 10 birch and bevel handles and have to finish like 4 or 5 knives, and we have to sharpen like 15, ship them all out before I leave again. Wouldn't be
What are you going to do in the US?
I can't legally talk about that.
Jesus Christ.
Nah, I was invited to, I mean, some people maybe know, but some people might not. Demolition Ranch is a big gun YouTuber in America. Like one of the biggest gun YouTube channels there is. And I was invited to one of his range days. So I'm flying over, shooting some guns, meeting a lot of YouTubers and stuff. And yeah, having fun, and then I'm flying back again.
Where is he in the US?
San Antonio.
Ah,
where
San
I just
Antonio.
have been like 4 weeks ago.
Okay. What kind of guns are you shooting at this range? Do you know already?
From the video, it's the second time they're doing this. It's like a big influencer, YouTuber, TikTok, Instagram people like range there. And I'm pretty sure I'm like the smallest one in follower size there. Pretty sure.
What about
Like-
dick size?
Hmm?
What about dick size?
Pretty sure one of the biggest.
Nice.
And yeah, the last video I've seen, they had a lot of machine guns, like 50 cal machine guns and stuff like this. So it was pretty freaking crazy.
So fully automatic weapons then,
Yes, sir.
which you can't shoot
Legally-
over here.
Legally owned in Austria. You can shoot, but you can't. You're not allowed to own them.
Can you shoot them? I
Yeah,
didn't
if you
that.
know a buddy.
Yeah, okay, if you know
If you
about it, yeah.
if you know a guy who's owning a gun shop or something like this, because they are allowed to own them. Fun fact.
Okay, yeah. But as a private person, you are not allowed
Nah.
to own them, right? Yeah.
Highly felon.
Do you have a license, a WBK?
Yes, I do.
Do you own guns? Or is it too personal, this
A
question?
shit ton.
Really? How many
You do?
places?
18, 19, something like this.
89. What, handguns, rifles?
Pistols,
ki-
rifles, bolt action, shotguns, a lot of them. I'm a big gun guy. I'm a gun guy. I'm a knife guy. I'm starting to become a car guy as well.
That you're a gun guy, I can tell from your YouTube video intro of your USA trip.
Oh yeah. That was my first time shooting fully automatic since the army.
Mm-hmm. How many places do you have on your WBK?
5.
5, okay.
Yeah.
So you got yours early then?
Yeah, with 21.
Yeah,
As
yeah.
soon as it was legal.
Yeah. Nice.
Welcome to
So-
the new Fuck Knife Maker podcast. Let's make this a gun
Fucking
podcast.
guns blazing, man.
Yeah. Pew 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 pew.
I gave Martin a piece of G10 once to take to the range, and you
Yeah.
shot at it. I can't remember what did you use to shoot at it.
We only had the opportunity to shoot a 22, like a small little one, at it because it was like a private backyard range. But I already talked to some guy who owns a gun, like a big private gun range. I already talked to him to shoot like 5.56 or 308 or stuff like this on it.
What happened to the G10 when you shot at it?
It barely scratched.
It
Really?
fell over. That's
Yeah.
about it.
It was so crazy. Like, I thought like it was one of the 30 mil blocks. And I thought it was maybe like, going in like 5 mil or 10 mil deep, but no, it just barely scratched. You could feel it when you swiped your hand over it, but that's it.
Interesting.
So it seems to be very tough material. Did you try?
is.
Did you try any other materials as well, like Marcarda?
No. I just wanted to see like what is G10 capable of, and I talked with Keith about it, and he's like, "Yeah, dude, I send you a block."
Mhm.
So take it with you to Texas when you go. Get everybody to shoot at it. I want to see it.
How did that's actually not a bad idea.
So what have you been doing, Keith?
I've been trying to figure out what I'm gonna actually take all the way to Holland to the knife show. Because every time I go to Solingen, I have way too much stuff with me.
Yeah, well, the knife show in Holland is not that big, but then again, there's never like a guy like you there. So I think, but that's just my gut feeling that you'll sell a lot.
Yeah, I also need to like figure out what I'm gonna bring. Like I'm sure there's that everybody's got wood up there, but wood always sells.
Yeah.
I want to bring
Yeah.
the stuff that they don't normally get.
Well, you should check your website for Holland and then figure it out like that.
Yeah, I can just go through all the people from Holland that have ordered. The carbide hammers do a lot, and they order knife bags all the time.
Yeah, take
Those
those
kind of things.
carbide hammers.
It means I gotta make some. I think I only got 3 left. Gotta make some more.
Are you taking gator piss?
I don't know. Are you taking Gatorvis?
Not if you take it.
All right, I'm taking it.
I could take it, but it's useless if you take it. So
Yeah, I'll take some with me.
yeah, do it. Do you take like a cart with you, or how does that go?
Yeah, I got a cart, and I use those Euro boxes, like those gray plastic boxes.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
So I have like a special cart that they sit in with wheels and stuff. But
Oh, great.
there's one show, the one
Jesus.
in Austria in Ipsitz, and they have like cobblestone driveway, so that freaking cart is useless there. That's why I bought one with air tires, air filled tires.
Nice. I just put my Apollo on wheels and my Revolution on wheels, and there's actually one guy that made like a beautiful Revolution. Like my Revolution is beautiful enough, but this guy really has like it looks like he's polishing it like every day. It's just insane how good it looks. So he's actually gonna take his, and we're gonna put his on the table.
You should make a stainless steel version with like
Yeah,
flame colors.
I literally thought about that because it's very easy for me to make a stainless steel one.
Yeah.
I thought about that many times.
Isn't that harder? Like welding, doesn't stainless steel like warp easier? Or
Yeah, way easier. So it's like a hard no for like if you're not an experienced welder, you can fuck it up massively.
Yeah.
But yeah, God damn it! Now I want to do it. I think
Martin's
it would
back.
be he's typing like crazy with Albert. You guys can talk for fuck's sake,
No, we can't because you guys are talking.
man. Just interrupt. Suddenly they have manners.
yeah.
So Martin, what I was asking you is how long are you staying this time?
For about a week. So I'm flying out Tuesday, coming back, flying home the Tuesday after, so arrive in Austria back on Wednesday.
Are you going alone or are you bringing someone?
Yeah, completely alone this time.
Nice.
Completely.
I like traveling alone.
I mean, I've been to Salt Lake in October all alone. it was cool, and as long as I had somebody to talk to. And the last day was like a little, like all this hype, show was over, had a cool time with my friends, and suddenly alone. But I got used to it, so gotta find stuff to do anyways. So otherwise, I get a truck, so drive around using the cheap Texas diesel or petrol,
Isn't
whatever.
that the best feeling in the world?
Driving a big ass truck around
Yeah,
Texas.
for free, basically.
Yeah.
Like
I
guns
filled up my
guns
truck.
blazing.
I filled up my truck with like 20 gallons. That's like 70, 75 liters, and it cost me 51 euros.
Costs you like 120 here.
And then you look at the tax rates, and then you listen to a podcast and I hear someone complain about taxes in America.
Mm.
I'm like, shut the fuck up, dude. You have no idea.
Yeah. Oh yes, oh yes. I love it over there.
And how long is the event gonna be? How long is it take?
1 day.
Oh, 1 day. So okay.
Yeah, it's just 1 day.
Uh,
I mean, I'm staying a little longer because I bring like a few knives over there because the guy, you have to get an invite from one of the organizers over there, and one of the organizers where I was a big fan of, he's called Donut Operator. He wrote me like, hey, I want to buy that knife that you just posted. I'm like, dude, I know there's a range day coming. Invite me and I give it to you for free. And he's like, yeah, sure, here. Sent me the invite, and then said he's still gonna pay for it.
oh, nice.
And then he actually bought two, so he kinda paid for my flight as well. So
Fucking hell, dude.
and then I had two other guys asking me, like, by pure coincidence, I wrote with them. I was like, they texted me or I texted them, and then they're like, "Hey, you're coming, cool. Do you bring knives to sell, maybe?" And I'm like, I didn't plan on doing that, but if you want, I can do. So yeah.
He's actually gonna make money there as well. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
But what knife was that, Martin?
What do you mean? That he bought?
The one that he bought.
He won first one. I don't know if you have seen the Sentoku, the wrought iron Senmai. But then he decided for two other ones that I had in stock.
Okay.
One with a copper inlay as well.
Hopefully you're staying a little bit, like a few days after you're shooting all those guns, because when they swipe your hands at the airport, they're going to be checking all your shit.
Yeah, I had that. I had that problem. Like Chris, my employee, and I are going to shooting competitions to a few lately. And there would be one on Monday, like the day before I fly out. And I'm like, I can't. That would be stupid.
So why is
Yeah,
that
sometime-
gunpowder?
Yeah, sometimes when you get to customs clearance and they take a look at this big Viking-looking guy, I'm sure he gets pulled to the side a lot, and they like swipe your hand with something looking for residue.
From 10 flights, I get pulled over like at least 8 times.
Yeah.
And you got knife T-shirts on, and
No, I don't. I don't wear knife T-shirts to the
You're way
airport
too
anymore.
Aryan.
And I think it's the beard length, to be honest, because I tried it out. When I shorten my beard a little bit, they don't stop me. When it's fully grown, they stop me.
Yeah, but they stopped me. They stopped me all the time as well. So
Yeah, because you look like a crazy professor. that's
Yeah, he
doing
looks like a
bombs and
crazy
stuff.
professor.
we have never met.
No, but
So
I've seen
how
your
would-
pictures, and you definitely look like a crazy professor.
No, but I think it has something to do with your when there's a number of factors, I guess. But one factor definitely is the kind of clothes you wear. But because I've never seen a guy in a suit.
I mean, what I know, what they told me, it's like the system that you walk through, gives them who to stop and who not. Like it's a generator. At least they told me that in Frankfurt, in Germany, because I asked that guy because I was flying like 4 flights in like 3 days, and I'm like, why do I always
But
get
it's not
stopped? And he's like,
I know,
yeah,
but it's not a random generator. That can't be.
yeah. They also post people. I nearly got shot in Munich, so I know that.
Tell that story.
It was a funny story. I did like medieval fighting, like in full armor and stuff. And there was the World Championship in Portugal, like I think this was 2015 or 16, something like this. And me and two friends drove to Munich to fly down because it was the cheapest flight. And yeah, we went in, and they looked at me like, "You don't have any knives, in your bags, do you?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not that retarded." Yeah, we walked through security check. First guy of us went through, no problems at all. My second guy walked through, had 4 knives in his luggage, in his like carry-on. But I have been the stupid one. Yeah, and then they said, "Yeah, hey, come here. Is this your bag?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And she's like, "Yeah, can I check it?" I'm like, "Sure, please do." And she opened it up and looked into it, looked through my stuff. And then she got out like this bomb test and swiped it over my luggage. She put it back in the machine and smiled at me, and we had a little small talk, how she's doing and stuff. And then she looked at the machine, and her face was suddenly like frozen. And she's like, "Can you wait here for a second? I'll be right back." And I'm like, "Okay, what the hell is going on now?" And she went back a few rows. And I waited for a minute, and suddenly 3 police officers with like machine pistols, like MP5s, and walked like 10 meters away from me and looked at me. And I'm like, what the hell is going on right now? Then she came back with 2 dudes, like they could be at the Mr. Olympia because they were jacked and big and huge, like muscles, more muscles than body itself. And it was the head of security of this terminal in Munich. And he's like, "Sir, can I please search your bag?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, please don't." And he started looking, did the test again. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? The police officers looked at me like I'm a crazy person. I'm like, what the frick is going on? And he's like, "Yeah, may I like dump all the stuff on a tray?" And I'm like, "Yeah, do it. There's just underwear and pants and whatever in there." And he threw he put my bag upside down, and a lighter fell down on the floor, and I was trying to pick it up, and suddenly heard a click behind me.
Jesus Christ!
Then I looked over my shoulder. One of the police officers with his machine pistol, like pointing my direction, not aiming at me, but pointing my direction. I'm pretty sure he like did the safety off. And then I stepped 2 steps away, let the lighter on the floor, but step 2 steps away, and I'm like, "Sorry, but what the fuck is going on?" And he's like, "Yeah, you're 2 times positive for a bomb, like on the bomb test." And I'm like, "How?" And he's like, "I don't know. That's what I'm asking you." And then they did the scan again on my fingers, positive again. And I'm like, "What the frick is going on?"
What is a fucking bomb test?
Like bomb powder
Gunpowder
stuff.
residue, I guess.
Gunpowder residue or like explosive materials.
They need to chill the fuck down, man.
Yeah, and then I asked like, what can this do? And he's like, "Yeah, do you have any explosive materials at home or in your work?" And I'm like, "No." Well, what did you do the last few days? I'm like, "Yeah, I was there, and then I was shooting on Friday." And he's like, "Did you bring that backpack to the shooting?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "So you brought the backpack to go shooting?" And I'm like, "Yeah." "Are you fucking serious?" I'm like, "Yeah, why?" He's like, "Okay, pack your stuff and you're good to go."
Oh my god.
But it's good to know.
That's the story of. Since then, I have
A different bag.
a different backpack for going shooting.
Yeah.
What a bunch of idiots.
I mean, they're just doing their job, so I don't mind. But it was a stressy
Still,
situation.
if you're doing your job and you're fucking clicking, pointing your gun at someone that drops a lighter.
It could have been something else.
What if he was fucking trigger happy?
It's Germans. They have to do they have to do so much paperwork before they shoot you. They do something else. In the US, it could be a problem.
Yeah. You would have had like 10 guys pointing guns at you in the US.
Pretty sure.
Emptying
Yeah.
their clips inside in you, and then shooting each other by accident. I've seen way too many videos of that.
So we all have
it's-
learned something today.
Don't go shooting into the airport the same, like a few days apart.
Yeah, no, have a designated shooting backpack.
Yeah.
I told you this
Martin
before.
Huber's tip of today:
Yeah.
have a different backpack to
No,
go shooting than to
But
travel.
that's a good point because I've never thought about this.
This is an
right? So,
educational podcast. I've said it many times.
yeah.
Okay,
Is it what?
it's an educational podcast.
Educational podcast. Yeah, true.
You learn something every time you listen.
Yeah, and if you guys want to help support the educational podcast, you can be a Patreon member. If you go to patreon.com and look us up, WFI Europe Podcast.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Tell me that again. I haven't heard that. Was it Patreon?
Yeah.
Patreon.com.
Go there right now and become a
And what do I
patron.
have to search on Patreon?
WFI Europe Podcast, Martin.
Oh, very nice. So everybody should go
No,
there.
no,
and
you should go
do
there
a
and
membership.
You
and
have
become
to.
a patron.
Man, if I get YouTube money, I'll give you some.
Oh Lord!
Actually, YouTube is paying me money since like 1.5
Yeah, you
weeks
got
now.
monetized, didn't you?
Yeah,
Oh, fucking rich, famous YouTuber.
yeah, I made a shit ton of cash.
Look at how
last week.
much.
Guess.
15 euros.
Damn. Yes. How did
Yeah, I
you?
saw the post.
Shit.
It was funny.
Yeah, first week, $15.
Hey, that's $15 you didn't have before.
Yeah, true. That's one small drop of money on the new camera that I just spent like 1,200 euros on.
Lord.
Yeah. So, one little thing for the listeners that watch Martin or other knife makers on YouTube, I know that all the commercials and shit are annoying, but if you have one of those stupid apps that blocks the commercials, then the people that you're watching don't get supported at all. They don't get any money.
Is that so?
Yeah, it is.
I'm gonna install
I
it
can,
and watch
I
your
can-
videos.
I can see as well the percentage of people watching my videos with ad blocker.
What's the
Okay.
percentage of that?
Let me take a look. Monetization. From all monetization, there's a wrong. 3.6% of the money I earned was blocked because I could have earned was blocked because of ad blocker.
Okay. Yeah, but that's not,
It's not-
that's not too
it's not-
bad, right?
It's not too bad, but there's 3.6% that I could earn more.
Yeah.
So people, if you love the channel, if you love something that that people put on YouTube, not just me, but anybody, if you love watching them, two options. Number one, just watch the ads and be a nice dude. Or number two, get YouTube Premium. It's like $10 a month.
Yeah.
And that one's commercial free, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's commercial free, totally. I got it like I watch more YouTube than I do anything else. Like I don't watch that much Netflix or Amazon Prime. I don't watch TV at all.
Very good.
I watch everything on YouTube because I want to choose what I'll watch and not just have to watch what there is. And like YouTube Premium was one of the best investments that I had.
I agree. It's definitely worth the money.
Yeah,
Because you
especially with YouTube Music, you have so much music on YouTube
Yeah.
Music.
and you can download videos, you can minimize
Yeah.
videos on your phone. You can have them run in the background and everything. So
Yeah.
it's definitely worth the money. Yeah, I agree.
What I also like about like downloading videos on your phone, like I'm flying like 10 to 20 to 30 times a year now. Like I've already been in the airplane for like 9 flights just this year. And most of the flights don't have like any entertainment systems on them, like especially the short ones. And we're sitting in the airplane for like 4 hours. It's boring as hell. I'm always sitting maybe at home or in the at the airport, free Wi-Fi, and download every video or podcast that I watch, and just listen or watch it on the plane while I have no service.
Mm.
YouTube Premium, baby.
Yeah.
Totally worth it.
Yeah.
Ripple, sponsor me, please. Holy shit.
So tell us about your last trip to Blade Show. How was that in Texas?
Oh, Blade Show. I can say 2 things now. It was great. Watch my vlogs.
Huh.
And no. Too much YouTube advertisement. I'm sorry. Yeah, me and my friend Mo, also trained blacksmith. Like I went to school with him. We've been in the U.S. for like 2 weeks. Started out in New Orleans. Visited Catalianola there. We did a small little open invitation day, like where people could stop by, look at my knives, and talk to me and stuff. It was pretty cool. New Orleans is a nice city as well. Like, if you like to go out drinking a lot, New Orleans is your town. And otherwise, yeah, a few days later we flew to San Antonio because I wanted to go to San Antonio because I like a lot of YouTubers that I watch live there, and so I've seen a lot of San Antonio through YouTube. It was the fun thing when we drove down a road. I'm like, hey, I know where this road is. If you take the left turn right here and drive down and take a right turn again, then we are at this and that, or we're there and there. And it really was like that. And yeah, just drove around, did a few days of vacation, and then we got picked up by a friend of mine, Jordan, JD Custom Knives. He's from San Antonio, and he took us up the way to Fort Worth, where Blacher, Texas was. Yeah, then we spent 2 days at Blacher, Texas. Pretty cool show. It's like 1.5 or 2 times the size of Solingen. So, actually, for one of the smallest blade shows in the US, it's pretty huge. Yeah, met a lot of people there. Went out drinking with Will Stelter. Had a nice conversation with Jason Knight, and he said I have to take some time for him in Atlanta as well this time.
Nice.
Because he wants to show me some stuff. And yeah, all in all, pretty cool trip. Like 2 weeks of awesomeness.
Sounds good, man.
So did you get any beads or throw any beads while you were in New Orleans?
No, we sadly arrived 2 days too late for Mardi Gras. But I have, but the host that our host, like Brand from Catalianola, like he cared for us, like from the moment that we arrived in New Orleans until the moment that we left. Like we had free housing, he didn't let me pay for a single meal. He paid everything. Like he was like the best host possible ever. And such a nice guy, such a great guy. He showed us New Orleans from not just the touristy stuff, from like everything else. And he's a big Mardi Gras fan, like pretty much everybody in New Orleans is. And he gave me one of his Mardi Gras beads, and I brought that home. It was pretty cool.
And so he's one of the distributors of your knives in the U.S., right?
He is, yes.
Yeah, I didn't know that he was in the U.S. when I've seen him on Instagram a lot.
Yeah, no, New Orleans, straight at Oak Street or something like this. Actually, pretty cool. But I love Texas. I fell in love with Texas.
You know what they say about Texas, right?
Everything is bigger.
Only steers and queers come from Texas. Don't know how true that is.
I can't say anything about that.
Do you know what a steer is? A bull? Like they got those
okay.
bull with the straight horns that come out. You see them on cars sometimes as a hood ornament while you're there, I'm sure.
Yeah. On cars we saw like two times.
Yeah.
But there's like these Texas Longhorns like everywhere. And we went to Fort Worth is kind of famous for this part of town, like Cowtown, like stockyards.
Mm-hmm.
They have like twice a day they bring the cattle through town, so we watched that.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool. Like these big ass cows and steers like walking through with horns like 2 meters wide. The grips are absolutely crazy. Like if anybody's flying to Texas, go there.
And do they close the road down for that, or?
Yeah. They like block a complete part of the town just for that, like twice a day, like 11 a.m. and like 4 p.m. And we watched bullfighting. This was so crazy. It was the most American thing ever. But holy crap, it was cool.
Yeah, that's some scary shit. Those guys are crazy that get in the ring then.
Yeah. I filmed a little bit of that. Put it on a video. Because it was just too crazy. Too crazy. Loved it. I will do that again. Like, at first I was like, nah. Mo and I were like, let's try it. Let's let's see. It's not that expensive. It was like $80 for both of us. And we're like, let's try it out. Let's see. Maybe if it's cringe, we just walk away. And we were so pumped. It was so cool. Like I said, when I'm back in Texas, I have to watch something like this again.
So were they having a tournament or just regular bullfighting?
It's like they have like every Sunday a small little tournament. Like the commentator said something like, yeah, this is not championship level. This is just like to keep training. Like this is training for them to like have at least something like to do with the balls and stuff. And so it's not like real fighting the ball. It's like more like, yeah, there's team red and team blue, and they try to build a tower out of boxes, and there's a steer running around between them, and kicking them over and kicking the boxes over, and they have to build like this tower of boxes with like five boxes, and the ball is just running right through the boxes, running after them and stuff like that. It was fun. Or who can do the best trick jump over or under or next to like the ball. So yeah, crazy. Complete crazy.
So how close were you? Did you get a good seat up front?
Second row. So actually we were pretty close.
So did you see why the bulls are going crazy? If you were that close?
It's fun for them, honestly. They had fun. It's not like you imagine like angry bull being like I don't know, like the typical bad myths, like angry bull because he's punished and hit all the time. No, you could see the bulls like having fun, like chasing them, and if they're just standing around like doing nothing, the fighters, the bulls standing around and watching them, looking what they do. So they really have to play with the bull, like say, hey, come on,
yeah.
chase me. So yeah.
See, I thought that they tied. Well, I'm pretty sure that they do. They tie a string like around the bull's waist, and it's tied onto their nutsack. That's what
I couldn't.
That's what I was wondering if you were close enough. Maybe they're not allowed to do it.
I'm pretty sure they're not yet. What do you guys do this week?
We talked a little bit when you got cut off. I've just been
okay.
Getting ready for shows. We got one coming up in Holland that Matt's gonna be at with me. We got 4 tables together. Just trying to figure out the layout.
Oh, the one near Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Oh, I was invited to that, but yeah.
April 20th.
Yeah. Cool. Tell me how it was.
I will. How about
how long do you drive up there?
It's like 9.5 hours.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a lot of time. I hate driving that long. That's why I fly to Solingen and not drive to Solingen.
Are you flying again this year?
Yeah, sure.
Who's taking your stuff up there?
Hey Keith, what you do?
You gonna trust me with the case again?
Maybe I got a different case that you can't break open. First time Solingen, I sent him a case full of tactical knives, and I'm like, dude, can you bring that? And I put 2 locks on it, and like he got it. And an hour later, maybe 2, he sent me a picture of one of the knives inside the locked crate.
Oh fuck!
And I'm like, how?
How did it happen, Keith?
Well, he's got I don't know what similar to like a Pelican case, those hard plastic cases, and it's like you said, 2 big locks on the front, and on the back of the case where the hinges, it's just one long pin. Just push the pin out and open the case.
Push the pin out,
okay.
yeah.
Is my mic working again?
Yes.
Yes,
Fucking hell.
sir.
Matt, how many times do I have to tell you that you should get a proper mic?
Blame Keith, man.
They're like $60.
He told me to fucking get this one, and it's trash.
Mine works
don't-
perfect.
Why did you trust Keith on that?
Yeah. Well, you weren't here yet because you thought this was going to be a shitty podcast.
What? This is not a shitty podcast? What the freak am I
Yeah,
doing here now?
exactly. It's shitty now. It'll be great next
It's
time.
shitty now, yeah. I made it shitty. Ah, finally. That's why he said he gives me $100 if I don't come on today.
Did you seriously say, like, is it the one knife show near Amsterdam? Every fucking knife show in Holland is near Amsterdam.
Everything in Holland is near Amsterdam.
How small is Holland?
Yeah,
Very small.
pretty small. Like in size.
I'm Googling.
We're greater than all other countries in other aspects.
Holy shit, my city is nearly that big.
See?
Nah. 42,000 square kilometers. That's like not even half of Austria.
Well, half of your fucking country is in the mountains, and it's how do you say that? Can't even drive through it.
Uninhabitable.
That's the correct word.
And the professors. Yeah, but it's cool. It's the cool part.
Why? Why is your country cool?
The mountains are the cool part.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know why? There's no people.
Yes, exactly. So
Says the guy who's never been on a mountain. Kinda.
you've never been in the mountains.
Yeah, sure I've been.
That would be the same as me saying I've never been to Amsterdam.
True. Yeah, and since so everybody knows, Albert already told me that he's going to do Huber versus Salzburg Knife Guys video. So he's going to fight me in a challenge on YouTube. He said he doesn't want to, but now it's official, and so he has to.
In your
This is-
shop or in mine?
This could be great.
That's a trick question. I mean, I have the advantage in my shop, but you have the advantage in your shop.
You
Yeah.
would have an advantage
So-
in his shop as well.
So we have to do two then.
How many
It would be fair.
cool
Yeah.
power hammers do you have, Hoover?
One.
See? Albert wins.
One, a mill, and a spring hammer that's not working yet.
It's still not working yet.
Yeah, I don't have time to fix it.
I know. What kind?
It's not a lot that's missing. The motor is turning. Everything is greased up, but we have to install like the pedals and stuff. But I don't
What
have
do
the time
you
to
mean
fix
you
it.
don't have time to fix it? You have time to go to a fucking influencer gun shooting thing in the US.
This is all business, my friend.
Yes.
It's reach,
It
and maybe
is.
our thinking in a YouTube mind is like, oh, I'm in other guys' videos. Maybe they talk about with me or about me or something else. This could be reach. This could be more followers. More followers is more watch time. More watch time is more money. More money is more time to spend money on power hammers. It's all for power hammers.
Yes.
One day, I dream about having like every Bechet out there, from like 20 kilos to the 751.
That's Albert's dream as well, right?
Yeah.
See?
Bechet or die. That's
Shared
it.
But-
vision.
I think Martin is doing the right thing business wise because now he gained a lot of YouTube momentum. So why would he not hang out with YouTube guys and influencers? And he's big in the tactical area as well. He builds tons of awesome tactical knives. So why would he not
Oh,
go
thanks.
to a gun shooting? I mean, it makes perfect sense actually.
It does.
For me, it would be too expensive, but for him, it makes sense.
And you're selling some knives while you're there. Maybe get some
Yeah.
more people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That makes
mean-
perfect sense.
I mean, the coolest part would be like being there selling knives as well. Like I'm not thinking I will, but it would be cool if. And like 2 or 3 people told me to bring some to look at. So maybe one is gone, or I have a handful of our EDCs that we do now in a Cerakoted version, and I want to give like there's like 5 YouTubers there that I've watched for like 6 to 12 years, and they get one. I give them one for free because it would be cool if they own a knife from me. So just for my small little heart, like being happy.
So,
And then they show it off in their video, and then they do advertisement for me, and then it brings
so you gotta make
business mindset.
you gotta make a video of one of your tactical knives splitting a bullet then while you're at the range.
I like a fun fact. I mean the range is too big. The range day is too big for that. But it would be. I want to do a video like this, in the future, like taking one of our tactical knives and shooting at it.
That's a great idea.
Like see if it splits a bullet.
Yeah.
And getting demonetized for that video, but it still would be cool.
Fuck it. I'm so sick of this Instagram shit.
Yeah.
I'm not even sick of it. Like, I'm obviously sick of Instagram doing it, but I'm also sick of all the posts about it. Like, holy fuck.
The posts start to be annoying.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I know I feel for everyone, but get the fuck over it.
I'm shadow banned for 5 years.
Yeah.
Now. And I've still got 11.5K on Instagram. So
come on, man. Yeah,
it is still possible. Just do the right things.
You are shadow banned.
Of course,
Yeah.
he makes dangerous fucking weapons.
I had a conversation with Facebook and Instagram about this, like with Meta, a few years ago, and they told me I'm a manufacturer of powerful weapons.
Okay.
So kitchen knives are powerful weapons, you know.
They can be.
Okay. But some people are allowed to post like titty pics and stuff like this. Yeah. It's fully okay.
Don't get into this topic. I swear to God, it fucking drives me insane. Let's promote fucking chopping dicks off young boys. That's no problem, but fucking making a beautiful kitchen knife, shadow banned.
Did you guys hear the pickle cutter story? Matt probably did. So pickle cutter got banned for showing knives, and he was showing, like, going through his phone and showing the statistics of how many people were seeing his posts, and it was like in the hundreds, 200s. And then he did a video of him standing at the grinder with his pants down, so you could, like, just as in his underwear grinding, and it got like 3,200 views or something while he was banned.
So, Martin Huber.
Yes, sir.
Pants
now
down.
You know what to do. Pants down, grinder on.
Huh. That's for my OnlyFans.
Is there a
Did I tell you about my OnlyFans idea that Chris, my employee, and I had?
No.
We do reverse OnlyFans. We send you nude pictures until you pay us to stop.
That's a good idea.
You're right?
Yeah. Is there a knife maker that also does OnlyFans?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, pretty sure.
I mean, I thought about doing it like just for fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like posting doing an OnlyFans and just like showing off our big shop fans, well, because we have like a 70 centimeter radius shop fan for the summer to keep cool while forging, and just pictures of that fan like all the time, and the AC that Keith installed in my place and stuff.
That's pretty cool. Do it.
Right? Yeah.
That's gonna be like $15 you didn't have before as well.
True.
So
it's gonna be the episode picture. You remember the
there
video?
is one fucking blacksmith that does this weird shit.
Yeah, the episode picture, a picture of me and the OnlyFans logo next to it.
Oh, Lord. Do it. OnlyFans.
So, Martin, did you start the charity knife build yet?
No, not yet. You know, I'm always a kind of too late guy, so I will do it the week before. No, I thought about doing it when I come back from the US, so like in 2 or 3 weeks. And I also will. I thought about doing it, but I'm pretty sure we'll do a YouTube video about it. So maybe get a little bit more reach for the good cause as well.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Mm.
How's that going, Keith?
Did you start, Keith?
I'm finished. Yeah.
Really?
He's like finished for like 2 months.
Yeah. He was already done with it when they fucking announced it.
Almost. Yeah.
But how's that going, Keith?
Pretty good. We're almost through the list of 20 makers, and as soon as I think we're at like 18 right now or something, we got 2 left, and then we're gonna start showing everybody's progress pic. So that video would be good.
Will do.
Just collaborate like hell with all the big guys.
Yeah, and lately we keep getting people asking if they can join in on it. So we got a nice list going for next year. We'll see how it goes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be more than 20 for next year then.
I don't know if we'll do this. This is a shitload of work. Like just getting pictures together and communicating back and forth with everybody.
Yeah, and it all depends on how it goes with the selling, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to at least make the money back that people would charge for that knife. So it's looking at like at least 20 grand we gotta make in order for it to be worth it.
And it's 15 euros for a ticket, right? Or is it 10?
10.
10. Okay. So 200. Now how many? 20,000. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I
2,000
I buy at least like $100 worth of tickets.
No,
or
Martin,
$200
we are
worth
not
of
allowed
tickets.
to participate, I think.
Why not?
I think that's the rules, isn't it?
Then
I mean
that's some bullshit.
Legally.
Okay, my wife is spending like
There you go.
$100 on the knife.
There you go.
She can spend 200. Are you bringing your wife this time?
No,
Oh, okay.
but we are 4 people this time on our table.
Okay. So someone can buy tickets for for us then. Okay. Or for you.
For me, yeah, I want one of those knives. As long as it's not.
Okay, so which knife would you want to win, Keith?
me?
Yeah?
I would say Ben Camone's knife. Because I've already
If you
seen
would
it.
have say Cayman, like everybody would love that one, right?
I've already seen it, so and MacLeod's is gonna be really nice too.
Albert?
From Sheer Knives.
Also Camon, of course. Who else is on the list? I'd be also super happy to own a Martin Huber knife. So it's Camon or Huber. Because I already own a knife done by MacLeod.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Huber?
Actually, I would be happy with any of them.
What a gay answer.
He just doesn't want to say Camone.
Yeah.
I own 2 Caymans.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I own 2 Caymans. I mean, sure, I wouldn't complain about one, but actually, I would be happy with any of those, especially with one from Keith, because like it's rare that he does knives, so owning one from him would be.
Yeah, it's a very special.
Yeah,
knife.
I would want
Yeah.
Keith's knife over anyone's.
To hang on the wall.
If I win Camone's knife, I'll trade it with the one
Nice.
that Keith made.
I give you $500 for it.
Oh, imagine if I win it.
Yeah, so we gotta we already talked about patrons, but we still got some Patreon members that didn't get their sticker packages because they won't email me their addresses. So you guys didn't get stickers, hit us up on WFIEuropePodcast@gmail.com or on the Patreon page if you're still listening.
It's 45 minutes in, so I'm pretty sure nobody's listening anymore, and it's just us 4.
Everyone's listening. No.
Sure.
How are we doing, Keith?
Since the Trollski episode, it's been doing really good. We've got
Oh, I listened to that one.
yeah, we got
He talked about me, and that made me happy.
yeah, he remembered you.
Yeah.
He remembered you, yeah, from.
Like he spent half of his blade show last year at my table.
He remembered. He said that big Austrian guy.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a question about if you were married or not?
Yeah,
I am.
Yeah.
I'm married, yeah, for like 5 years now.
Kids?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Soon, hopefully.
Is there some news on the or no?
Not yet, no.
Okay.
just practicing. That's the best part.
Just practicing,
Yeah.
like crazy.
Practice.
Practice makes perfect.
So Martin, Blade Show Texas, was it worth it? What do you say?
It depends on how you look at it. Like I fly to these shows and just hope to like break even, to be honest. Cause like, sure, it's a lot of money that you spend. Like every Blade Show costs me like between 3 and 7 grand,
Yeah.
like to be there. And if I break even, I'm pretty happy. I think financial wise, we broke even just a little bit. So like it's like I made like $200 or something like this.
Okay.
But honestly, like meeting the people and talking and spending like 2 weeks in the US for, let's say, free.
Yeah, for free basically. It's a free vacation for you, right? That's how you
Kinda,
see
yeah.
it. Okay.
So totally worth it, yes.
Okay.
But I mean, to the guys out there who always ask, because I got a lot of questions on my Instagram for like, hey, what's up with, should I fly to Atlanta? Should I fly to Salt Lake? Should I fly to there? I've been at all 3 shows now. And if you want to fly there because you want to make a shitload of money, don't. Just don't. If you want to go there just to like see everything, talk to people, have fun in the States and stuff like this, do it.
Yeah, agreed.
You won't get rich over there. Except on my first Blade Show, I nearly got rich because a guy wanted to buy my whole table, but his credit card declined like 3 times. But yeah, otherwise, be happy if you break even. See it as an opportunity to be there. It's not that easy to get in. And just be happy to be there, have fun, talk to people, go out drinking with people. Especially in Atlanta, go to the pit every night because there's the fun. And then you get drunk with Trollsky and everybody else, smoking cigars, and yeah, having the funnest time of your life. I love the US, honestly. It's so cool over there. Do it.
So it seems to be the same like with shows over here, right? I mean, you don't get rich in Solingen either, or in Ipswich or
Solingen is pretty much one of the
wherever we go.
worst shows that I do.
Keith is just sitting here like, what the fuck are you guys talking about?
Yeah, I don't know what that's like.
This is how I pay for
Knife-wise.
everything.
Yeah, but knife-wise, I mean, there's so many knife makers there. Keith's selling knife material there, so that's totally different. But it seems to be the same with every show, and it's probably a smart way to look at things. If you can see it as a vacation, it's definitely worth to go, because for a vacation you always have to pay.
Yeah.
So
And if it kind of gets paid a little bit,
yeah.
especially if you need to talk with Americans, it's cool. You need to talk to them, like Keith. Like you need to talk to him, otherwise he doesn't talk to you. Right, Keith?
Yeah, exactly. Are you talking to me
Yeah,
now?
but
Yeah.
but Keith is a special American. Usually they're a bit more open than Keith, right?
Yeah, true. No, but
A little bit of mystery is good.
Americans are great people. Talk to them, have fun with them, and they're so goddamn friendly. It's so weird. Every time I'm over there, I'm like, all these people are so friendly. Yeah, like people you meet for the first time, and they are so nice, so friendly. Talk to you, invite you to go out drinking with them, or like you've met them like 5 minutes ago, and they're like kind of your like. It's like they're your best friends since years. And every time I'm coming back to Austria, it's like,
Meh.
and why is everybody so pissed?
We're a different breed in
We are
Europe.
famous for being grumpy.
Being grumpy. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's home sweet home. But chill the freak out.
Yeah.
I mean, you also work next to a prison, man. So that might have something
I
to do
do.
with it.
One of the highest security prisons in Austria.
Oh,
Come
really?
on, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
One of the 3 biggest prisons in Austria.
What's it called?
Gasten.
Okay, Carsten.
So if there's a breakout there, they'll go to your shop and stock up on weapons and then go into the world.
Yeah, they really stop by and ask if we see something. Yeah, like it's like 300 meters to the prison.
Nice.
And it's funny, yet like it happens like every 5 to 10 years that somebody breaks out. And last time was like 2 years ago or something like this. And I drove to the bank, and the bank is right next to the prison, like 50 meters.
That sounds like a bad movie.
I drove to the bank, and then there were police everywhere, helicopters flying around, like police with assault rifles, and they're stopping you, searching your car, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck? I just want to go to the bank and then and put some money in my account, nothing more. Yeah.
So you talked about that guy.
But I feel safe.
At Blade Show wanting to buy your whole table. You never heard back from him again.
Yeah.
Was he like a collector trying to?
Nah.
Pick...
He said he's gonna call me, but he never called.
Fucker.
Yeah, it would have been a cool opportunity. It was like 45 grand on my table, and he wanted to buy everything. I mean, sure, with a good discount because he was a knife seller as well. So, like he had a shop. Mm-hmm. But he never, showed up again.
Mm-hmm.
Just shitty Wi-Fi.
Sounds like he was full of shit.
Mm-hmm.
You guys had...
his credit cards got declined, so I think he talked bigger than he really was.
His eyes were bigger than his wallet.
True.
So what was the best knife show for you? Was it Atlanta so far?
Yeah.
Okay. So
yeah, it's Atlanta. Pretty sure.
Why is that? Because it's bigger, or why is it?
In Atlanta, there are all the vendors. Like every vendor flies out to Atlanta because there's everybody there and they can grab everything at once. So on the smaller ones, there are not that many vendors. So I mean, they're big into the folder game over there. So if you do folders and sell folders, you're getting good money over there. For like kitchen knives and stuff, it depends. Like I always had luck. I was lucky that I made like good sales over there. But it's always luck.
Would it have something to do with the type of knife, like your style, that it appeals more to Americans than like other makers' style?
Maybe as well. I mean, I have a big following from the US.
Yeah.
Like I think 30% of my Instagram are US based, 26% of my YouTube are US based. So I have a lot of followers and I sell a lot to the US. So I ship a big chunk of my knives that I do, I send to the US. So could be possible that my style is just likable over there. I don't know.
Is it a different kind of steel that they don't get in the US too easily, or is it all mixed steels and different?
It's pretty mixed, to be honest. It's from EDCs to like plain Damascus stuff, to mono steel stuff, to Apex Ultra stuff, to everything pretty much. Like the whole assortment.
And the artwork that they get with it.
Or maybe they just like it because I like the US. So they think like, oh yeah, he likes the US, so we need to buy from him. Yeah. Nah, blade shows are always interesting. Love blade shows. All of them. Like Texas is beautiful. It's a nice show, nice people. I already have a few friends over there that I'm always meeting up. We have the blade show crew. Like my blade show family is like Beans Blades, Marlow Knives, JD Custom Knives. So these are the three guys that I always hang out with now. I met Beans on the first one in Atlanta when I was there with Sid. And then I did fly to Utah, just like visiting. And there's a Salt Lake. And like met the other guys. And since then, best friends.
So you go to them with them to other shows as well?
Yeah, to all three blade shows. Like there's Texas, Atlanta, and West. West is in Salt Lake City.
So Atlanta is the biggest one, then West is the second one.
West is getting bigger. Like Alicia, the lady organizing all the blade shows, and I'm pretty good with. She told me in Texas that West is going to get like nearly 2 times bigger than it was before. Before it was like little bits like Solingen, maybe a little bit smaller, kind of Solingen from the size. So it nearly doubles now this year, what I've heard. Texas was bigger this year than it was ever before, and maybe gets even bigger. So yeah, those blade shows, like the initial 3 blade shows, are getting huge.
Solingen
Like,
is the
huge.
biggest
Like,
one in Europe, right?
pretty much, I
Yeah.
think, yes.
What a fucking difference.
Yeah,
Yeah, Blade Show West
that's why
changed.
it's pretty cool.
They changed venues, I believe, right? Is that why it got more popular?
I don't know actually.
But so
I mean, what's cool about it is that there's like 1,000 vendors still, like 1,000 knife makers and material dealers and stuff. So it's huge. It's like take Solingen times 10.
you made a good connection there with for wood, right? What was the guy's name there? Koa.
Haikoa.
Koa.
Yeah, his father adopted me, so I'm half American now. I'm still waiting for the green card in my mailbox, especially on the last vlog. We had we at this bullfight. They always sing. A girl did sing the U.S. anthem before, and they did a wonderful presentation of the U.S. flag while she was singing. And one in the comments already said like, "You have to get a citizenship just because of this part of the video." And I'm like, "Yeah, waiting for the green card." Martin Hoover Knives soon moving to Texas.
Mm-hmm.
So did you sing along?
Actually, I know more of the anthem than I thought I would.
Are you gonna sing it for us here?
Yeah.
No.
Why not?
No.
That can be our closing music.
That you can, if you want to see that, it's on Patreon afterwards.
Oh, OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
Or my OnlyFans, yeah. It's a podcast Patreon or my OnlyFans.
Speaking about patrons, Keith.
You want me to read the list?
Of course. Or is Elrond gonna do something now?
He doesn't have the list. You just like to hear me mispronounce people's names.
Yeah, well, you said you'd send the list like fucking 8 episodes now.
All right, here we go. We got Christoph Stiegler from Kanji Knives, Sven from Njord Artisan. Can't read it. My writing here. We got Johan Fagerlund from Fagerlund Bladesmith, Travis Haynes from Bird Forge, Roy Rutten, Mark Vanderworth from 118 Blades, Shay Dachon. We got our host here, Albert Angelberger from Salzburg Messerschmied, Paul Balletta from Balletta Handmade, and we have a new patron this week, Mr. Coy Baker from Baker Forge and Tool.
Ooh.
Very nice.
Ooh, Baker Forge.
See,
Nice.
Martin, it's cool to be a patron here.
I've heard. I need to get a Patreon account
Yeah.
to subscribe to you
Yeah.
guys. Like, everybody that listens should do.
Hey, you can just use our name. I'll share it with you.
So Martin, can I ask you something about your YouTube channel?
Yes, sir.
So how does it work? It might be interesting for listeners to learn how you do your YouTube videos. Who is filming? What cameras are you using? How long does it take to edit the video? Because they look super professional and they're actually a lot of fun. And I'm sure everyone wants to know.
Thank you so much, first of all. I really try my best. I started filming like the first... I mean, I have like... let me look. I have like 40 videos, 45 videos on my YouTube. 55 videos on my YouTube. And the first one where I did like 5 to 10 videos before I started to take YouTube a little bit more serious. Like 3 to 7 years ago. And 6 months ago, like in September, I started to say, okay, I'll try it, because like Trolsky in Atlanta last year said I'm stupid to not do that. And my wife always told me like, come on, do it, try it, just do it. And I'm like, I don't wanna, it's so much work. And a few months ago, when I hit the 10K on Instagram, I thought like I'd do a giveaway. But what kind of giveaway? Like, I was thinking for like a month, like, should I do a kitchen knife? Should I do a hunting knife or something like this? And then Chris, my employee, said, do a wakizashi, you said you wanted to do one. And I'm like, yeah, cool, but if I do a wakizashi, I have to film that and do a video about it. That's pretty much where it started. Like, the first one I filmed with my phone. It was pretty okay. I'm editing with DaVinci Resolve. It's a free program. It doesn't cost you a single cent. And yeah, I started the Wakizashi series, and then I thought like, let's try and maybe do some more and see where this all goes. And I gave myself like 1 year. If after 1 year I don't make like any good views, or it just costs me money, then I stop again. And actually, like, the people were pretty cool, and it went good pretty fast. Like, I had like 200 subscribers when I started, and now I have like 2,300 or something like this in like 6 months. I got the monetization last week. So I'm filming now. I started filming with the second video because I got 2 GoPros, like GoPro Hero 9s, from a friend of mine who had them laying around and giving them to me for cheap. And I started filming with them, editing, stuff like this. And you for sure can, if you want to do it appealing to the eye, so not boring as hell, you have to like at least spend per video between 6 to 20 hours editing.
That's a pretty wide gap. Gee.
Just editing.
6 to 20 hours?
6 to 20. The longest video it took me to cut was one of the first videos that I posted this year. That was my knife collection. It took me like 24 or 26 hours just editing.
Fucking hell.
Because, I mean, I filmed it in like 2 hours. Because I just showed off my knife collection. But the thing is, when you talk a lot in the videos, it's harder to edit because you misspell something and start over again, or you tumble, or you're coughing, or you lose words in between, because yeah, English is not my mother tongue. So I'm always standing there like, yes, and I'm gonna do this, and then it's gonna be what the fuck do I want to say? What is that word again? Then I'm Googling the word because I forgot.
Oh Lord, yeah.
And then you have to do this whole take over and over again.
But is it also
until you pronounce it right?
That's what I reckon. That especially in the beginning, you're very self-conscious.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it really takes practice to get good at it or something.
Yeah. I mean, after the first like 10 videos or something, I started to have like kind of the video in my mind while I was doing it. So I thought, so I already have in my mind when I'm filming something. Like many YouTubers that I heard of are writing scripts how they do wanna do stuff, but I always like change things for the videos while doing it. So I always start like, okay, I want to do this. I want to do it in like this direction and stuff like this. Already have like an idea in my head, but it changes while working on. And I always want to try like do different camera angles. Now I bought a new camera like last Monday that has a good zoom option as well. It's a Sony RX100 Mark VII. It's like a 1,100 euro camera.
Nice.
But it has a good zoom, and the video for Friday, 22nd March, I did the first time film forging with it, and I could zoom in. I had the camera like 4 or 5 meters away from the power hammer, and I zoomed in that the dies of the power hammer are like full frame, and still every single detail of like of the scale popping off the steel, not the steel that I forged, of the the material that I forged. When is this podcast coming out?
Tuesday
next week.
Okay, of the Mokumegane that I forged, is you can see everything, and that's so cool.
We're gonna air this on
made me so
Saturday
happy.
just because of this.
It's coming out tomorrow,
Okay.
Friday, so it's all good. So go watch that video. There's also a small little giveaway in this video, so watch it. And yeah, so I start to get like ideas in my mind while doing it and start changing stuff. So at first it took me like ages to film. Like if I like, let's say it takes me 10 hours to do that knife. It took me like 15 to film it in total. Like with making the knife and filming it took me like 15 hours. Now it's like easier because I know some angles that look good or some stuff that looks great. So I start to like know, okay, cool, I have this camera perspective. It could, while grinding. So I'll set the camera here, do a little zoom in, focus on that stuff, make the background blurry, stuff like this. And it gets easier over time. But the thing is, with editing, it doesn't get it gets easier as well. But I always try to challenge myself to do every video a little better than I did before.
Are you also watching analytics a lot and planning according to it?
YouTube gives me a little stuff that's like what people search for, like searching trends and stuff. Like what are people typing a lot that kind of are watching my videos and stuff. I look into this sometimes to like if there's something. I mean, normally it's like Damascus knife making or make survival knife or stuff like this, and yeah, that's just clickbaity stuff. But if there's something in it like how to make a Japanese Gyoto or how to make this, I'm like, okay, yeah, maybe I'll do this or make something like this. So you at least
like get a list of ideas out of it.
Yeah,
that's good.
And Chris, my employee, is starting to does have a lot of good ideas as well. And we're sometimes just sitting there like we're both bad people because we smoke and drink way too much Red Bull. And when we're sitting here having a smoke, talking to each other, like, and then he suddenly is like, hey, let's do this and that on a video, and let's do this and that. And I'm like, hey, what do you think about this idea? And so it's cool to have him joining the whole YouTube thing as well. He's doing his own videos now as well in future that he fully filmed. Like normally I film my own shit and edit everything. And he did like 3 videos now where I filmed like 2 of those, like all me. Like I have to set up the camera. I filmed him while he was working. And for the cookery, the tactical cookery that was posted like 2 weeks ago, he pretty much did half of the filming himself. So I could film my own video while he was filming his video. And so I'm always like, when I'm walking by or see something or he's doing something cool, he tells me, hey, film this stuff for a second, or I'll give him the camera and say, hey, I want to have some motion in that, like me going from power hammer to the borax or something like this, or have special shots or like a little movement into it, so not the picture is not that boring steady shot from a tripod. So we help out a little bit there.
That's great to have like an extra pair of hands, I figure.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
That's the first thing that I get if I ever make enough money from YouTube, is an editor and a video guy. Like somebody filming and editing that stuff.
And then a personal assistant.
Yeah, because I'm spending like 40 to 60 hours a week in the workshop.
Yeah. Plus
like per week, like doing 1 or 2 videos, editing and stuff like this. It takes me another... Yeah, like between 10 to 30, 40 hours a week.
Yeah.
I'm working Monday to Friday, sometimes Saturday. Coming home from work, say hi to my wife, go shower, eat something, edit videos.
You mentioned in the beginning
like
that you
3 or 4 times a day.
That you made some mistakes and you were like looking them up on YouTube, and sometimes when you put those little outtakes and things in the videos, that's what makes them really fun. And yeah, like watching you go to look up a word or a definition or something in an outtake is those are the funny parts, I think.
True, yeah. But I always thought about, like, in the beginning of this whole YouTube thing, I thought, like, should I take it serious, or should it just be a stupid dude as I am?
No, it's better
I
to
was
be
like,
yourself and let everybody get like a little
yeah,
glimpse into
and I thought, like,
who you are.
yeah, true. And I thought, like, why should I change myself how I am? I'm the stupid retard that's doing knife in Austria. So why don't be the stupid retard that's doing knife on YouTube as well? I mean, we had to censor some parts because I can't just talk shit on YouTube.
Yeah, that's pretty.
and swearing around and cussing all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, it gets easier, but it gets also more work.
Yeah, and it'd be interesting how long it would take a professional to edit one of these videos, because I'd suppose that a professional would be faster.
It depends on the style of content. I have videos that I can edit in 2 hours or 3 that are just like work, no talking, and easy steps and good pre-filming. But yeah, maybe if and the guy who's editing it should have an idea of how you do knives. That's the thing.
Yeah, sure.
Otherwise, he won't know what exactly to do, because he doesn't know that, like, heat treating is important, and then he just skips that part or stuff like that. But yeah, would be interesting. Like, maybe one day I can tell you how it is.
Yeah, no, but if it takes you like 6 hours or let's say 10 hours to edit a video, and if it takes a professional, let's say a friend of yours who's familiar with the whole process, like 2 hours, then it might be worth it to spend the money.
Yeah.
And have some other guy do the editing. Yeah.
I mean, the cool thing would be somebody filming and editing, so he saw the process, and editing after he know what process it is and what kind of direction it is, or like the procedure of it all. So yeah, one day maybe.
No, but they're super fun, the videos.
Thank you, sir.
I always watch them. I just saw a video, like I think yesterday, one of your old ones, in preparing the podcast, where you put I think the GoPro onto the tang or the hand while you were grinding.
Yeah.
And that was so cool. I've never seen this, like this camera angle, but it was super fun. Like you get the feeling to be there. I mean, right there on the grinder. So it's very nice, very nice angle. I've never seen this.
I have 2 ideas in my mind for stuff like this, like knife POV, how I get made, something like this.
Ah, cool.
And a second one would be like ultra fast knife making, like the whole process, like the whole thing, like without cutting, just in fast forward.
Okay.
And the video ends when it
These
goes
are the
into
2
the
things.
quench tank because you killed the camera.
Because no, in a heat treating oven. GoPro melted.
No, but on a more serious note, seriously, about your equipment, you just bought a camera for over $1,000, right?
Yeah.
How do you protect your equipment? I mean, with the GoPros, it's easy because they have this casing and stuff. But
Yeah.
What about this new camera? I mean, the Sony Mark III, or what's it called?
The Mark 7, the
Mark 7,
RX100
yeah.
Mark 7, the
How
Sony.
How do you protect this
Honestly,
camera in the forge? Yeah.
I filmed not that many videos now with the Sony, and I'm so afraid of it falling over or something like this all the time. So always, like, that's why I'm happy that it has a great zoom.
You can put it far away.
I'll always put it far away and zoom in like crazy because I'm so afraid to, like, tip it over or something like that.
Well, that's with
the
everything
GoPros,
that's new. I think like in a couple of months you'll be throwing that thing around like it's nothing.
I mean, it still was expensive. But with the GoPros, I got them for like $150 each.
Yeah.
So it was not that expensive. And GoPros are made for that kind of
Mhm.
stuff. Like they're made to be dropped out of helicopters and going underwater and stuff like this. So they have this protective casing that it's great, because I dropped one of the GoPros like from 2.5 meters or something, because I was putting them on a ladder just to have like a bird's eye perspective of me working. And I went off the ladder and went to the power hammer. And the whole ladder, I don't know how, but the whole ladder, including GoPro, smashed to the floor. GoPro had not even a scratch.
Mm. They're made for this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But
so with the GoPros, I don't care. I go up to like 2 centimeters, 3 centimeters to the power hammer while forging on it. If it looks cool, at least.
Yeah, but with the new one,
with the new one, it's like, yeah, it's 2, 3, 4, 5 meters away and zoomed in perfectly.
Yeah, because the forge is a dirty place. There's the power hammer. There's dust. There's grinding dust. Whatever. I mean, also from an angle grinder, and I mean, it's after all a high precision a technical object, right? So
yeah.
It doesn't really like dust. So
you would like use a GoPro to put the new camera like under the press or under the power hammer. That'll get you some views.
It would.
Maybe some
POV,
like a hot chick in the background twerking.
Yeah, we already, Chris and I already said that we have to do like videos now where there's always like a girl in a bikini in the background just for the clicks.
Yeah. It'll work.
She does nothing and just standing there in a bikini and smiling at the camera. Me working in the front.
Yeah.
We would get the clicks.
Yes.
Nobody would care about the knives, but we would get the clicks.
It'll work.
But you want the people to care about your knives.
Yeah, I do.
Not about the girl in the background.
That's why I don't do clickbait titles most of the time.
But maybe there are some protective cases for the Sony cameras.
I looked it up. They're like steel cages and stuff like this, but no lens covers or something like that.
Shit.
So, yeah. Yeah. We'll see.
Yep.
I thought about like the one that was before that one that I got. Like the Mark 6, not the Mark 7. It's like half the price right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought about like maybe getting it and just taking a look at it if it's like equal or similar, and taking that one for like the forge area. But I don't want to spend money again right now, so maybe soon.
Yeah, sure.
Or I get a used one maybe one day out of eBay or something. Or just break it and send it back to Amazon.
Good one.
So what is your YouTube channel anyway? People are looking for you.
Pretty much the same name that I have everywhere else. It's Martin Huber Knives. Knives with a V, not with a F.
Knives.
Knives. Knives. Martin Huber Knives. Yeah. Watch the last video. I give away a piece of Mokumelgane.
To me.
If you have the funniest comment.
All right.
Keith can do some pretty funny comments.
He can, yeah. He pretty sure is able.
I think the best one is the Martin Huber G10 camo sticker that I sent you.
Holy shit, I love that one. It's still on the wall.
It was
Martin Huber camo.
It was Schwarzenegger from what was that famous movie he did? The
Rambo?
From Rambo with your face over it, shooting a machine gun. It says Huber camo at the bottom.
Hell yeah, it was great. I loved it. I need a sticker of that.
Yeah, they're pretty cheap to get made these days.
Yeah. True. Do you have podcast t-shirts yet?
Not yet, but I think Matt's working on some.
Ooh.
Yeah, once I get all your logos.
Albert.
Why do you want to put our logos on there?
Are you not part of the podcast, Albert?
No, I am, but we have a logo.
Yeah, but it's cool to have these Keith and my logo are fucking awesome. So
Okay.
It's like double advertising.
Then I'll send you my shitty logo.
Very good. I'll put yours on the belly button area.
Okay. Good. Yeah.
2XL for me, thanks.
Cross promotion, Albert. Cross promotion.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll send it. But what? There's 3 different T-shirts now, Martin. Which one do you want?
3 different?
Yeah, there's one with Keith's logo, one with Matt.
No,
logo,
they're all going to be on there.
They're all 3 are going. Okay,
and
I thought it's for
tits or something.
okay. I thought it's for me to wear at Solingen as a uniform.
No. It's
Okay.
It's going to be. I have a friend that designs shit like that. It's going to be cool.
Okay, cool. I'll send
I'll
you
take
the
one.
logo.
2XL. For big boys.
They'll be ready for Solingen, and you're all going to be walking on clocks. So
Yeah. It's gonna be like a herd of horses going through the hall.
Talking about Solingen, are we next to each other again? Martin and us? Keith, do you know that?
I have no idea.
Yeah, Miasha talked to him again. So I think we're all
Yeah.
going to be near each other.
Nice.
I mean, if they have the same thing as last year, it was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we have a bigger booth,
Yeah.
I think.
So they,
Right?
yeah, they're going to have to move you guys over to wherever they fit my booth in.
Okay. By the way, do you have the fridge again?
Of course. Yep.
Perfect. I stole some Red Bull and yours. Talking about Red Bull.
that sounds empty.
It is.
What a good
Sad Huber noises.
What a good outro.
Started with Red Bull, ends with a Red Bull. It ends with me going to the fridge and getting another one.
How many of these do you drink a day?
3.
3. Okay.
Maybe 4. Today it's 5, actually.
Yeah, but it's late. So
Yeah. It's very late. Yeah, I was in the shop like 2
So
hours
you really
ago.
need this sponsorship then.
Yeah, I do. I spend like too much money on Red Bulls. I mean, I buy them for cheap already.
Yeah.
I buy them like cheaper than everybody else buys them, but still, it's like. Then we have people stopping by, visiting us in the shop or our classes, and they already know the Red Bull jokes and stuff that we do because they saw videos or on Instagram or some stuff like that. So we drink Red Bull with them. So it's like we need like 1 or 2 pallets per week.
Okay, that's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Christian also into Red Bull?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It's a. You have to be, otherwise you can't work for me
Oh, okay.
because we don't have a coffee machine.
I see.
I wouldn't want to work for you if you don't have a coffee machine.
I mean, you can bring your own, but it would be dusty.
No. Refuse.
But you have a clean area, right, in your shop? Or a cleaner area.
It depends on how you
Clean-ish.
would describe clean.
It's organized chaos.
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
yeah, but there's not that much dust because the forge is downstairs, right?
Forge is downstairs, handle is upstairs.
Yeah. Okay.
And my office is in the handle area, so no.
Okay.
I think the less dustiest spot is in the warehouse, in the big metal like drawers that I have inside there, like the cabinet that I have inside there, where I store all the expensive stuff like Mammoth and like Koa and stuff, like the 100 euro plus woods.
Mm-hmm.
I think in there is the safest space for dust-free stuff. That's it.
Then that's where the coffee machine is gonna live.
No.
if Matt comes working for you.
Matt, you get underpaid, don't worry. Underpaid and no coffee machine.
Underpaid and no
Just how I
coffee.
like it.
Fuck right off. No, thank you.
And you have to get along with an annoying boss.
I don't know.
He's annoying as freak.
Like, who's more annoying? I don't work for people. That's good.
Ask Chris, he's pretty sure gonna tell you I'm annoying as freak.
Yeah, I tried to get him to come on the show, but he wouldn't do it.
Yeah, he told me.
But aren't you his boss? Just go tell him to be on the podcast.
If it's after 6 p.m., I don't care. It's his free time.
Overtime. Just fucking make him do it.
We don't do overtime.
Fuck. Well, you don't do paid overtime.
He doesn't do. I do. He does.
You don't do paid overtime. You're just saying it wrong.
Wait, there's paid overtime.
There is for some people.
Weird stuff. Never heard of that.
Pussy stuff. Is that a show, ladies and gentlemen?
I think so.
Yep.
I still need to do some welding. And my wife is already grumpy.
Oh, that's a reason to stay out longer welding.
Yeah, but I still need to do the actual welding, so.
All right.
Well, looks like at the end, right?
Any other shameless plugs you want to do, Martin?
Follow me on Instagram, Martin Huberknives. Follow me on YouTube, Martin Huberknives. I try to do cool videos, so would be nice if people stop by and say hi.
Red Bull.
And Red Bull.
All right, guys. We will talk to you again next week.
Bye, fuckers.
Bye.
I love that outro music.
He's gonna talk right through it, that fuck.
Yes.